Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello and welcome, and we are happy to have you here. I say we as in, me, the people who view my videos, people who are subscribe to me and whatnot. We are happy to have you here. Today's video is about cutting people off and dealing with trust issues. So let's get right into the video. First and foremost, I would like to say that I got this new thing, and just look at it. Ready? Do you see the light on my face? Yeah. So it got a little stand. My dad got it for me. It's a tripod type thing. It's for my phone. So I'm recording on my phone, obviously, and the tripod thing. It's the cutest thing ever. I really like it a lot. Also, I have an SD card, a new one, and it has a lot more space than my old one. So I'm going to be able to record for longer times, which is really, really exciting for me because I often have to cut off the video beforehand. Like, you'll see it. Anyways, you'll see it when you actually probably won't. But I was cooking tacos yesterday for my family, and I was recording for my week vlog. I was recording it for my week vlog, and I had to cut it up into small parts. And at the end, when I was cutting the tomato, I believe, or something of the sort, the camera cut off, so I couldn't do anything about it because I didn't have enough space. But now my new trusty SD card is here, so not to worry. Let's see if I can adjust this. Okay, but like, let me just say that that this tripod is literally like the best thing I've ever had. These little scarf things get on my nerves. I didn't feel like tying up my hair with a scrunchie, but so yeah. So moving on to serious matters, trust issues and cutting people off is something that a lot of people do and have and do. So for example, me, I often cut people off. I just do it. It's something it's something I have not, I don't have, ugh. It's something I don't have control over at this point. I mean, I'm getting control slowly, but the reason is because of what happened to me with those other people that were my friends. So I cut them off. I cut people off because I don't want to waste my time. I don't want them to waste the time. I don't want to be a bother. I don't want them to bother me. I don't like toxicity. I don't like it. I don't care. I don't care for it at all. I just do not want to deal with that. So I know that trust issues are very common, unfortunately, in today's society. Like, there's a lot of people who can't trust others because people who they thought would be there for them forever ended up leaving. People who they thought were their best friends ended up lying behind their backs, or talking to them behind their backs, trash talking, which, if you want to know how to deal with that, Two-Facers, go check out the video. I'll put it in this card up there, if I remember to, but it says Dealing with Two-Facers. It's a video I made, but not the point. So a lot of people, they kind of just have problems trusting people, and trust issues is, I believe, something that overthinkers have because they think everything out of it. Me, I am an overthinker. I constantly think. I think of all the bad things, all the good things, and I think of the things that couldn't happen, that could happen, and the things that couldn't happen end up becoming things that could happen, and it ends up like being a cycle that I can't seem to break. So trust issues is something that I can't. If I look to the side, am I looking at the camera? I can't tell. So sorry if I'm not looking at the camera. I feel like if I look at the camera, it's not working, but whatever. But what was I saying? So trust issues is something that's developed from bad toxic relationships from the past and bad friendships and all that stuff. And cutting people off often comes from commitment issues or fears, or it's like a defense mechanism. So how to deal with trust issues? In all honesty, you can't really deal with trust issues. You can't make them go away. You're always gonna have that thing in your back of your mind saying, why should I trust them? What if they hurt me like the other people do? Why should I trust them? What if they don't? What if they end up talking trash? What if they're just doing it because it's like a bet or something? And I felt that a lot recently as well. Not for any reason in particular, but I just often feel like people are just doing things because they don't want to do them, but they're just being dramatic. Like, I don't know. So I feel like some people just try to get next to me because, you know, they want to be around me because, you know, I don't know. It's weird. I don't want to talk about that. But trust issues, really, they can't really go away, and I can't just tell you to just go ahead, just trust randomly, because no one, not everyone, barely anyone is trustworthy, and that's very unfortunate in today's society. Like, barely anybody is trustworthy. They say one thing, they don't do it, they mean the complete opposite. It's playing with words, manipulation, it's all something that ties into trust issues. And in reality, they're always going to be there. They're always going to be in the back of your head. You can't get rid of them. The only advice I can give you is to try it. See where it goes. If you're becoming friends with someone and you have all these doubts about them, find out. Don't just push them away. Like, my nose is like, it's not like leaking, but I don't know why I keep doing that. It's test it to see what happens. Like, see what happens from it. Like, if it messes up, then it messes up and it's not worth it. But I know that doing that may be hard because no one wants to be hurt. Like, no one wants to feel the pain, and no one wants to deal with that. But of course, if you want to make progress on your fears, if you want to make progress with your trust issues, you have to try and trust. It's not going to be easy. Literally, I wouldn't even say trusting them. I'd say, like, giving them the benefit of the doubt. That's, like, not necessarily trusting, but it's like knowing they'll do something and kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt that they won't. And it often hurts very much. Baby girl, come inside. It's not that big of a deal. Come on. Come on, the door's open. See, look, it's a small princess. Hold on. Just try and get used to it. You don't have to open up right away. You don't have... Y'all irritating. Come on! You don't have to open up right away. You don't have to put all your faith in that person. Just give it a chance. Not like an intense chance. Like, give it a small chance. Like, talk to them. See what happens. Don't assume. Like, please, don't assume. Because, like, I know some people, they say that they, hurry up. Hurry up! Oh my gosh. They said they did, hold on. I know some people, they said that, whoa. They said that they didn't want to trust me because they didn't want to talk to me because they thought I was mean. And that's just my face. So sorry. But no, people just avoided me because they thought I was mean and stuff. And I think that's funny. But, yeah, so don't assume, because if you assume, like, oh, that person's gonna be mean, that person's gonna lie all the time, then you're probably gonna miss out on a great person. Like, you can't just assume. Like, give it a chance. If it fails, then it fails. It backfires. Just don't say you're not gonna, because honey, you're gonna. At the end of the day, humans can't live without attention. They can't live without affection. They can't. You'll be miserable and sad. The point of humans is to get along, is to talk, socialize. That's what humans are supposed to, you know, they need social interaction. They need love and affection. They need all of that other stuff. They need that, because if they don't have it, then they're not humans. I mean, they're humans, but they won't be as happy with their lives, because you can have all the money in the world, but if you have no one to share it with, if you have no one to spend it with, if you're just drowning in your money, it's not going to be as enjoyable as having all of your friends and all that stuff with you. Like, hold on. It's not as fun having a bunch of money if you don't have money to spend with other people. It's not fun. We need connections as human beings. We need connections. So all I can say is that if you're starting to have doubts, just give it a chance. Don't just assume off the bat, because oftentimes that'll lead to negative emotions and lead to negativity and all that stuff. So just don't assume and try and go for it. As for cutting people off, I'm probably not the best for this advice, because I still do cut people off. And sometimes I regret it, other times I don't regret it. Cutting people off is something that not everyone can do, and sometimes people just do it without feeling it. I'm kind of like that sometimes. We just cut them off. And the reason is because we're afraid of getting hurt, or they're toxic. And honestly, if they're toxic, cutting them off is completely fine. Like, you don't need them if they're toxic. That's just putting your health at risk. That's just messing with you. You need to be positive. You need to be bursting at the seams with happiness, and like, you don't need toxicity. But if there's someone nice and they stop talking to you for a little while and you start to get paranoid and then you just cut them off, then it's a problem. I did that recently, and I don't know why I did that. I mean, I just didn't. I don't feel like, if you wasting my time on people is not like this. Why keep you if you're gonna just not put effort into the friendship or anything like that? Like, I mean, of course I realize that everyone has their own life, and we all have our own lives. I mean, me barely, but like, we all have our own lives. We all get busy. We're not gonna be able to answer all the time, but sometimes it's okay to say hi once in a while, so that other people don't get so paranoid about it. But literally, cutting people off is probably the hardest thing. Well, it's not the hardest thing. It's cutting people off. Well, actually, yeah, it's probably the hardest thing to do. Like, if the person is toxic but you love them, that's really hard to cut them off like that. But other times, if they're toxic and you don't care for them and they drain your energy, then you should definitely cut them off. So if you got a person out there who's draining your energy, then just snip, because they don't really need to like be in your friendship. And I don't mean energy wise like physical energy. I mean like mental energy. Like you're literally tired around them and they only talk about themselves. Like, in that case, snip, just cut them off. No big deal, because in the end it's going to benefit you. But apart from that, just cutting people off because you feel vulnerable or something of the sort in the relationship, it's not a good thing to do, because then you're just gonna end up lonely. And as you may say that you want to be lonely, you don't. Loneliness is good, but it's also terrible. It leads you into spiraling. Like, it's not okay. You need to make sure that you have people that you can trust in your circle. But if you've known them for a long time and their energy starts switching up, then, I mean, I guess it's reasonable for you to cut them off. I don't really, as I said, I'm not good for cutting off, but trust issues, I can kind of assist in some ways. But yeah, cutting people off and trust issues, those are some of the hardest things to deal with. But, we all have to deal with it eventually. So I guess we just have to get used to it. That was it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and comment if the comments are open. If they're not, sorry about that. You can go into the discussion tabs on my YouTube channel if you want to say something or request something for you. I'm open for requests. If you want to see certain things from me, definitely go to the discussion tab. Also, thank you for supporting me. And if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel, where we have tons of stuff like this. We have advice videos, we have vlogs, all that jazz. So yeah, thank you so much for watching till the end. If you did, I mean, sometimes my average watch time's kind of low, but I mean, like, if you watched till the end, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.